What's up guys, Ninth Gym here, and today we're going to be talking about Gholdengo in depth. So starting off, Gholdengo is really good. It is one of the top Pokemon in the meta right now. According to Pikalytics, it is the top special attacking sweeper over Hydreigon, although Hydreigon did have a higher usage stat in the last tournament that we saw, the Limitless $1,000 tournament, which I take a little bit higher regards than Pikalytics because, you know, that's tournament results against like Bow 1 Showdown. But we've got a really powerful mon here, Steel Ghost typing. If you Steel Terra, you have really high power Make It Rains, which is really good. It has a pretty good, move pool for coverage as well. You have Thunderbolt, you have Dazzling Gleam, and Focus Blast as the big ones, and that's pretty good. You also have Stab Shadow Ball, which is pretty good. And I've seen a couple people using Terra Ghost instead of the Terra Steel. Whatever way you want to do it, you can do it either way. Its ability is really strong. That is one of the high points here of this Pokemon, is the ability. The Pokemon is immune to status moves. That's ridiculous. Like, this Pokemon is absolutely ridiculous for that point. Like, that is such a good ability. You also have a really powerful signature move here, Make It Rain, that hits both Pokemon at a 120 power base on a steel special attacking stab move, which is crazy. The only downside is it lowers the user's special attack stat by 1. Which is okay. That's a manageable downside because you supplement it with something like Choice Specs or Life Orb or Nasty Plot or a couple of those, and you're looking pretty good. You can build this Pokemon in a plethora of ways. You can build it bulky, you can build it fast, you can build it just attack. There's a lot of different ways, and we have 3 different builds today. We have a bulky Choice Specs build, we have a bulky fast Life Orb build, and we have a Focus Sash Balls to the Wall punch build, which is pretty cool. This one's really basic, but we do have some damage calcs for other stuff. Also, we have a couple damage calcs for AV, even though I don't have it on any of these Pokemon. I just think it's relevant to say that it gives you a bulk that can live certain things like the Mirror Match and Hydreigon, which is really good. So starting off, let's go ahead and talk about the first build. We have a Choice Specs build with a bit of bulk. So starting off, we have Choice Specs, obviously, Terra type, Steel, good as gold. Even if we had another option, I couldn't imagine we would change it because good as gold is crazy. We have Make It Rain, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, and Dazzling Gleam. This could be Focus Blast. Most people like Focus Blast more. I never hit my Focus Blast, ever. So we're running Dazzling Gleam. Also, Dazzling Gleam has a couple really strong matchups, you know, stuff like the Hydreigon if it doesn't Terra type, which it will. But it's here. You know, you have it against Garchomp, you have it against Dragonite, and once again, they're going to Terra out of Dragon. So you might as well just be using Make It Rain anyway. But I still think it's, you know, I don't miss as much with this, which is pretty good. And if you're like worried about the wide guard, you still have Shadow Ball, you still have Thunderbolt. You're still dealing with things without, you know, having to use Make It Rain and Dazzling Gleam. You obviously don't want to lock yourself into Make It Rain against something that uses wide guard, like Garganical or Armor Rouge. But that's really it. Our calc for attack is simple. We have a Garganical here with 252 special defense and 252 HP, and we're hitting into it. Terra type, no Terra type. We have 100 to 119. Now, if you really wanted to like take away a bit of this attack and, you know, just Dynamax this guy or Terra this guy, and that's perfectly fine. You can Terra Steel it, and then you're doing 50% more damage, 1.5 times more damage. Kind of. Your 1.5 times turns into 2 times damage with stab. You guys get Terra by now. But this is pretty solid. This means that we don't have to Terra, and this Pokemon is not always going to Terra. You're going to have it on the same team as things like Hydreigon, Garchomp, Dragonite, Palafin, random other sweepers that you are going to want to use their Terra as well. So you're not always going to want to have, you know, your stats being supplemented by Terra. Yeah, you can. If this guy's going to be your main Terra, you can. But I just thought this was a pretty solid one. And this was a pretty good baseline for damage because this guy's pretty bulky. And you're doing a good chunk here with this. And this is damage that I'm happy with doing into just about anything. Next, we have the main reason for bulk, and it's going to be Earthquake, Garchomp, Life Orb. I know this isn't the main way. Everybody's using Swords Dance and Clear Amulet and stuff like that. But there was not really a way for me to supplement the Swords Dance damage from Garchomp. So we have Earthquake from Life Orb, 252 attack. This seemed to be pretty good to me. 84 to 99% on the 140 HP and 132 defense. I took that and ran. This is a pretty good baseline for damage, for soaking up damage. And of course, your special defense is going to be pretty lackluster. You're going to run into things like the Mirror Match and Hydreigon and Armor Rouge, and they're going to do a lot of damage, probably Oko, which is a little unfortunate. But you have choice specs, and if you use this thing with Tailwind, you're looking pretty good. We are at 20 speed here, which is going to give us 107, which gives us 214, which is faster than Dragapult, which is a good baseline of speed in the meta. We have, of course, this might want to change some with like Flutter Mane and stuff coming back, but that's later to worry about. And if you're not on a Tailwind team, maybe take away that 16 and put it into your special defense. I think that'd be a very good thing to do as well. And let's talk about the second one. Second build here is going to be a Life Orb Nasty Plot build. That is the big differences here. Instead of choice specs, we're going for Life Orb. Still Terra type Steel, just because it's really good. You have Life Orb here, giving us pretty good damage. You could also change this to Assault Vest, but then we don't get the Nasty Plot, and that's kind of what the special attack 60 is calced for. So, you know, ignore that. We're playing Life Orb. So, Life Orb, Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot is going to give us the +2, and then we're just going to do damage with the Make It Rain and Shadow Ball. I poured the rest into speed. I wanted 252. I wanted max speed, 252 plus. We have that, plus the 60 here, and then I poured the rest into bulk. And I couldn't find any really good milestones for bulk, so I just put the whole thing into HP, and then 4 and 4. You could just take these away if you wanted, but I mean, I think that 8 goes a lot farther here in this way, but whatever. You'd also maybe like somehow figure out something here with just like, you know, experiment with the calcs a little bit. I would recommend you just experiment a little bit. First off, we have the damage calc for damage here for what we calculated damage-wise. And we have a pretty solid Amoonguss, just a normal spread, 140 special defense and 252 HP. And it's also the sassy nature here, right there, which is going to be the plus special defense. So a pretty bulky Amoonguss, pretty spread, but mostly fit into that special defense. Our Make It Rain from our Life Orb supplemented, Nasty Plot supplemented, special attack 60. I know that's a lot. Life Orb +2 from Nasty Plot, 60 investment. Make It Rain is hitting an Oko. That's what we were looking for, is Oko on the Amoonguss. I think that was a pretty solid baseline. I ran a couple other damage calcs, and we were just hitting hard. And I just felt like this was a good place to go. And this was the most relevant one that I had to show, and this is what we're showing. I didn't want to have like 90 tabs of damage calcs, so yeah, this is our damage one. Now, as far as soaking up damage, this build is not incredible at that. It's just not incredibly bulky. The 188 here goes a little far, and the 4 and 4, like, it's all right. We can take some hits. If you're hitting special attack hits, like, you're probably not living that, which is a little unfortunate. So this is definitely one that wants to be supplemented with speed control, or maybe screens from Grimmsnarl. Some sort of, like, damage reduction or speed control, or both, preferably both, is what you need for this Gholdengo build. So if you're going for this like Life Orb Nasty Plot build, maybe some redirection, maybe some wide guard, tailwind, maybe a trick room team, and then you just minimize down on speed. That could be another way of going. Or just a trick room build in general, and then like no speed and special attack and HP bulk. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to build Gholdengo. I think so many, actually. This is like an incredibly customizable Pokemon, and I like these two builds. I think these two builds are very solid. Now, we do have the last one, and this one's just so basic. I don't even have any damage calcs, and we're only going to spend 1 minute on it. It's Focus Sash. That's the name of the game here. We're going to take an attack, which means we don't have to invest at all into bulk, and we can invest all into special attack and speed. This means we can max our speed, which is really solid, so Timid Nature, 252, and then 252 here in special attack. And the last 4, like, who cares? Really, it's Focus Sash. The 4 isn't going to make anything go from a 2-shot to a 3-shot, so you don't have to worry about it. We have Make It Rain, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, and Protect. I do like Protect on this build with the Focus Sash, as the other ones can't really use it. Well, obviously Life Orb can, but I mean the choice specs and Assault Vest can't really use it. So if you're using like the Focus Sash, I recommend Protect. You can use Nasty Plot on this set as well, but you better have like redirection, so that way you can like Nasty Plot, redirect, right, not die, and then the next turn hit by Focus Sash, and then you get 2 attacks if you're fast enough, which is pretty good with Nasty Plot and speed control. I prefer just this. You're just hitting, you know, twice, which is not bad at all. And yeah, I like this build of Gholdengo as well. It works fine. And if you wanted to, the same build can work with the choice specs here, and you can just go the 252, 252, 4 route, and then just change this to Nasty Plot, not Nasty Plot. Change this to Dazzling Gleam or Focus Blast. And it's that simple. And like I said, Assault Vest is here, and that's pretty cool. That's about it for the VGC side of things. We're going to toss it over and talk about some singles real quick, and then I'm going to get out of your hair. So starting off, we have the Gholdengo. Well, actually, this is my only build for singles because I just think it's optimal. You can change the Choice Scarf to Choice Specs if you want to, but everybody's using Choice Scarf in singles on Gholdengo, so I would probably recommend Choice Scarf. Choice Scarf is really good. It gives you that 1.5 times in speed, and we're just maxing out on speed and special attack since Choice Scarf. You're not going to be getting attacked very much, and you're just going to be able to use Trick if it's like a setup guy, or you can use one of your attacks if you just want to attack, which is what we do with Gholdengo. You just really want to attack. You can change this to specs, but like I said, it doesn't really do much. And you can also, there's like a cool set that if you want to, you can play like this recover trick set, or like this recover set with like leftovers and bulk. But I think this is just the optimal set for singles. And if you did want to go that route for it, I guess I'll make a paste for it. Why not? We have leftovers. We have the regular set. With movie magic, we are there in just 1 second. We're probably going to go for this. This is pretty basic and like whatever. You don't really need the speed. You're worried about leftovers, and this should probably be recover actually. And if you wanted to, this could be nasty plot. So there's like a lot of different options here, and I think the nasty plot way is pretty good, but these both have like, there's definitely things that can wall this entirely, so maybe you want to go for the Thunderbolt here. It's up to you. Or this could even be Focus Blast. Actually, probably should be Focus Blast. In looking at usage stats, I mean, look at this. 31, 23 is number 2. This is just the best Pokemon in OU. I mean, it's that simple. In singles, it is just the best Pokemon. Anyway, that is going to be it for the video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day. Goodbye.